Okay, so now, Assalamu alaikum and welcome back. So what we are at now is you have a few different projects. You have done your big vision, you have done your whys, inspirations. You've defined, OKRs. You have a place to capture things that are coming up during the day. You have things that you're working on throughout the week. You have habits that you're working on. You have a place to record your future ideas that you will, every 3 months you can go and look at your future ideas and you can see what you need to pick up from there. What will be the best thing for you for the goals that you have, and so on and so forth. And you also have a place to record your accomplishments. So hopefully every week now what you can do is you can go and make sure everything is fine. You can update your weekly items. You can look at your habit. You can take a look at different projects, how things are going. Do you need to change anything for the new week? And so on and so forth. All right. So that would be your planning tool, essentially speaking. Hope you've been following along. Hope you have been filling the templates, the projects and whatnot. Now, another view that you have in Asana is basically you can go at home, right? So it can show you what's upcoming, right? And not only does it show you, but it also shows you which project is it coming from. So as you can see here, and I'll show you another view as well. And you can see what's overdue here. What's upcoming, what's overdue. You'll also see what's completed once you start marking completed. Okay, that's one view. Or you can go in your My Task view. Okay, so My Task basically comes with some sections defined, like recently assigned. So these things are all recently assigned to you. And then you can pick that, okay, I will do these things today, I'll do something next week, and I'll do these later. Okay, so whatever is recently assigned to you, you can see it here. And you can also see which project it belongs to. Okay, you won't see here, you don't see the project name. The reason you don't see it is because it's tricky, right? So it's a subtask under retain lawyer, and retain lawyer is a nonprofit school. But if you click here, for example, under details, you will see that it is a retain lawyer subtask. Okay. And if you want to go where retain lawyer is, then you will see, oh, retain lawyer is actually in the nonprofit school. So that's a drawback of subtask, that you won't see it in this view. Okay, so you close this view, you can see which project these are from. Okay, now what you can do, all you need to do here, let's say if you want to do this thing here, and you can just click on recently assigned and you can move into due today. Boom. So every night you can have this sort of plan for tomorrow. Now, one cool thing that you can have, you can also move this section on top if you like. You have to just drag it. So I like to see my due today at the top. Okay, now what you can do is you can add a rule. So automatically things will start popping up in your due today. So, anything that you have assigned for that's due today will come here, or anything that's becoming due may come in due today, or, the habits you have based on the days you have chosen, it can keep coming here. So for example, I can say add rule to the section. Choose a column. Okay, so we'll move into due today. Okay, what needs to happen? Choose an action. Move to section due today. Okay, you can choose any of that as well. Wow, it gives you a lot of automation integration. Okay, trigger. What will trigger it? So in terms of the trigger, I will say due date. Okay, so basically, sorry about that. New due date. Okay, this is surprising. Triggers. I'm going to say Oh, task timing, task and block. Due date is approaching. Yes. So as due date is approaching, it will basically move it to, and you can see, okay, you can pick. So one day before, what will happen? Choose an action, task move to a section due today. Okay, boom. That's how you can do it. Due date is approaching, one day before, task move. And you can have it 3 days before, whatever you like. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so when all these trigger happen, due date. So you can delete this, add a name to rule, due tasks moved to due today. Okay, due date is approaching, one day before, choose an action. And the action is, you can choose an action here, move to a section. Which section due today? Boom, create rule. So that becomes your rule. So you'll, once you do that, then you will see this happening, and things will automatically keep moving up in your due today. And every day you can go in, or the night before, and you can actually confirm things that you would like to do. So it will end up with your habits, as well as, you know, regular tasks. So you can even go and manually move it if you like. Okay, so that's basically how you would take a look at what's due today, what you're going to do next week, and so on and so forth. As you said, you can manually move it. You can have rules based on different triggers that would automatically move things. And when you're doing project level planning, you can click here and you can do project level planning. So I think that's about it from a personal perspective. I'll go into maybe talk a bit about the teams and running effective team meetings, and, you know, discussing issues and so on and so forth. Okay. Assalamu alaikum.